Hey, for a special holiday treat, my favorite sidekick in the entire world, just Randee, has put together a montage of a couple of, maybe 3 Christmas songs in the style of Talking Sci-Fi.
That's right.
So let's enjoy these holiday favorites and try to sing along if you can. Randee, take it away. Kalis got run over by a Romulan walking home from his house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as the Tal Shiar, but as for me and Gowron, we will believe. I saw Padme kissing Anakin underneath the Naboo moon last night. Yes, I did. You're a Time Lord, Doctor Who. You fly around in something blue. The 3 words that best describe you, Doctor Who, and I quote, What? 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 You're a Time Lord, Doctor Who. Your time box is blue. You know, that was a lot of fun. I've really wanted to sing on the show for years. And that album is not available anywhere. You have to just keep watching. This is Talking Sci-Fi with Sci-Fi Sean and just Randee.
Oh,
Merry Christmas!
Oh, yeah.
We're doing our Christmas show.
Oh, we are?
Obviously. Did you like those songs?
What songs?
The ones at the beginning of the episode I just did.
I didn't see them.
Well, you'll see them later, I'm sure. We have decided to do a spectacular, out-of-this-world excitement, snowflakes. Maybe it's cold outside.
Don't call me no snowflake.
You're our snowflake.
Oh, well,
there's a lot of them that watch our show, and we're good with that. Welcome to our Christmas show. Finally, 2020 is coming to an end.
Oh, God, can't wait.
There's been too much crap.
That's right.
With everything, and we're going to be cheery this episode, and hopefully you'll watch this when you're sitting around the table with all your, well, you better not be sitting around with all your friends, because then you'll get arrested by the mask police, probably,
right.
You know. But when you're sitting around with your family, play these episodes. I know we got a lot of really great fans, like my good friend LaForest, Mark LaForest. We know you're watching us. Merry Christmas, buddy. He just got a little dog.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, you've met Mark before. My buddy that dresses up like Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
Don't lie. Have you met him? I'm going to have him on the show one day. He
know.
did a lot of this artwork you see. See that? Well, you can't see it on this, but maybe Randee will take some pictures later. But Mark, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Hope everything is going good. MC Spidey, a.k.a. Curtis.
Yeah.
I see him on the side of the road flipping a sign for Firehouse subs. And he always gives me the Vulcan thing. He's a big follower of the show. We want to wish you a Merry Christmas. So we all know that everybody's going through some tough times. It's been a crappy, I almost said shitty, but it's been a crappy 2020.
You
and we're
almost
glad
said shitty.
I almost said shitty. So we're going to do a Christmas show about our most favorite thing, Christmas movies.
Oh, yes.
You know, so you watch Christmas movies.
I do. I love them.
Yeah, I do too. I wish we could watch them all year, and sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll pull out my most favorite Christmas movie up until this year. I've put it in second place.
Oh,
now.
really?
A close second. Christmas Vacation, starring Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, and a whole cast of characters. It's about a gentleman that invites his entire family home for Christmas. If you haven't seen it, spoiler alert. There's no spoiler. That movie's been out since
forever. Yes.
Forever. Cousin Eddie comes over and brings his dog, Snots.
Snots, yeah.
Roll over, Snots. Let Uncle Randee see your belly. Scratch your belly. You ever seen a pair like that on a dog before, Randee?
This is the greatest movie ever.
I can know that. I love that movie, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. But unfortunately, and not unfortunately, I have put in its place this year for the first time in many, many years Another movie, and it's a Disney movie, and everybody knows how I am about Disney. You know, I'm not a big Disney fan.
You're coming around, Sean.
A little bit. Tim Allen did a series of movies called The Santa Claus.
Okay.
Santa Claus #1. I have watched the first one. I've watched that probably 12 dozen times this Christmas season already.
Christmas?
I love it. It's on one of my TVs right now. I'm gonna watch it later this evening. But I love that movie. I am a huge Santa Claus lore kind of a. I believe in that storyline. Everything. It's a great storyline. Next to Jesus being born, but
baby Jesus,
little baby Jesus. I always pray to little baby Jesus.
Do you?
Yeah, yeah. Because when I go, little baby Jesus, thank you for this meal. Because I like looking at
Jesus,
little baby. You know, adult Jesus.
Before he started making all the rules.
Miracles and stuff. Making all the rules. That was a reference to another movie. Look it up. Randy's going to put it right here. Do you know what movie it was?
No.
It was a Will Ferrell movie.
Oh, yeah, the Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights. Which, let me go back to Santa Claus. I like all three movies, but the second one was okay. The third one was kind of a stinker because they added Martin Short as the villain. He was Jack Frost because he wanted to take over. And it was a time travel movie, which, there's science fiction involved with it. But if you've never seen the Santa Claus movies and you've been living under a rock on Mars, if you have not, so they're fantastic.
Now, you've seen this movie before. Why is it all of a sudden now #1 on your list?
I just sat down. I don't know if I'm more nostalgic this year or I was really wanting to get into Christmas, but it was the first Christmas movie. And Lori and I start watching and listening to Christmas movies and music the day of Thanksgiving.
Right, yeah.
Like everybody else probably does. And I started watching that, and I loved it. I love the storyline. There's so much humor in it. Tim Allen is just hilarious, pretty much, in anything that he pretty much touches. But I love it. I think he pulled it off. Scott Calvin, SC, what a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
So, but, and then the second one, Santa Claus has to get married. That's the Santa Claus 2. He has to get married to seal the contract. And he starts reversing back to Scott Calvin from Santa Claus.
Yeah.
So they make a duplicate Santa Claus, evil universe, if you will, of a toy Santa Claus that takes over and wants to give everybody coal for Christmas. And it's a great movie. Michael Dorn is in the second one and the third one.
And the third one. I haven't seen
plays Worf, and there's Star Trek ties to it and everything. So he plays the Sandman. So watch it. Talk about Talladega Nights. Of course, we got to mention Will Ferrell, one of a really great comedic actors. I'm not a huge Will Ferrell fan. I liked him when he was on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I thought he was great.
You loved Elf, though.
Elf is a great movie, and I will say it was probably one of my favorite Will Ferrell movies, and that's why I want to bring up the Talladega Nights. Little baby Jesus is going to pray to little baby Jesus, because Elf is another must-stay in our home. I have, not to brag, and because it just happens, but I have multiple televisions in every room of my house, and each TV has a Christmas movie, a different Christmas movie on it.
Well, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Did you know that there was a Christmas Vacation too?
Yes, I never watched it. It was about Cousin Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie's Island Adventure.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I've heard about it.
I made it about 3/4 through it.
I heard it was crap. Is it?
There's some funny stuff in there, man. You're right. Ashley
says
it's not funny.
Is it the Quaid guy? Is it Randy Quaid?
Yes, Randy Quaid.
No, that's cool.
And his wife.
Same actress.
Yes, same actress.
Really? Huh.
And here's what happens. He has a job, finally, where him and a monkey...
Not the worm farm?
No, not the worm farm.
All right, okay.
So him and a monkey are working for this company, and the monkey ends up surviving the layoffs. He gets laid off.
And the monkey's still working.
Yeah. So when he shows up to get his last paycheck, the monkey bites his ass. To keep him from suing him, they give him an all-paid expense Christmas vacation to Hawaii.
Oh, my God.
I
got to see this movie. I've heard about it, but I've never watched it. So.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Cousin Eddie is my favorite character in all the vacation movies, because he's in like all of them.
Yeah.
He's in, except for European. He's not in European Vacation. He's in Vegas Vacation. Has a big part in Vegas Vacation.
Yeah. Man, is he sure he's not in Europe in the
He's not in European Vacation. Because remember, he had that big kind of a lawsuit thing going on, and it had something to do with that. But we love you, Randy. If you're listening to this podcast, we think you're fantastic. Everything you've ever done, I've been a big fan of. So Elf is great. Another great storyline. Not a big Ed Asner fan, but you got Bob Newhart, which we're going to talk. We're going to have another show. We talk about old television series. Bob Newhart show. He plays Buddy the Elf's dad or adopted dad.
Right.
Where did they come up with Buddy's name?
I don't have no clue.
It was when they found him, a little baby had crawled into Santa's Christmas bag, and he was at an orphanage. Took him home, and they pulled him out, and the elves pulled him up, and he had a diaper on that said, Little Buddy's Diaper.
Oh, my God.
So he said, his name is Buddy. So Elf was named after a diaper. I have other trivia we're going to go into in a little bit, too.
It's like Calvin Klein.
Yeah. Calvin Klein. Oh, yeah, from Back to the Future. Yep.
Ooh, wasn't that Calvin Klein?
Yep, it was on his underwear. That's right. See, good connection. There's all kinds of little, we call them Easter eggs. People call them Easter eggs. But Elf is fantastic. I love the storyline. The music's fantastic. A lot of great. I don't like the guy that played his dad. What is his name? Oh, gosh, darn it. Older guy was in Rollerball. He was in a lot of other movies. Lori! She's out there on the porch. She could, not Michael Caine, but it's one of the. Find the name and put it here.
Yeah, I'll put it there.
He was a grump puss, and then the little midget. Can I say midget?
Yeah, sure.
The dwarf, the elf,
the little people
from Game of Thrones.
Right.
He was the writer of little children's stories. He was also in Avengers. He was the guy that built Thor's hammer. But he was a giant in the movie.
That's right. Yeah,
he's in it. There's all kind of Mary Burgess. Put the name here. Was in it. A lot of people are in it.
A lot of people.
Elf is great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you another great Christmas movie that a lot of people go, "Oh, that was such a stinker."
Oh,
if you have not seen it, Laura and I call it. The little Annie Skywalker Christmas special, because it stars the same actor that played little Anakin Skywalker and the guy that was in Predator. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
it's called Jingle All the Way.
I've seen it a long time ago. It seems like
that movie. If you can get past Arnold's Turbo Man action, I'm Turbo Man. It's a great movie. Did you remember seeing that?
Yes.
Sinbad's in it. He's like the crazy mailman, and they're trying to get the Turbo doll.
Oh, God.
Turtle Man. No, it's Turbo Man. Phil Hartman from Saturday Night Live that passed away. He's in it. He plays the next door neighbor, Ted. And he's a single dad, and he's flirting around with all the women, and he's flirting on Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife, and he's always when Arnold comes home and he works late, the guy's there like putting his Christmas tree up and the lights, and so he's out looking for this Turbo doll through the whole movie, and he calls home, and little Anakin Skywalker answers the phone, and he goes, "C-3PO?" No, he goes, "Hey, Dad," and he goes, "Hey, where's your mom?" Let me back up. Phil Hartman's character Ted got a reindeer for his son, a real reindeer.
And had
a petting zoo.
I remember that. Yeah.
So he called. Arnold goes, "Hello, Annie. Can I speak to your mom?" And he goes, "No, she's next door petting Ted. They named the reindeer Ted." So he's like, "What?" So great. I hate to call it a kids movie because it's a very adult tone in that movie.
I need to watch that again.
Oh, I love it. I got it. It's on the front here. You can't borrow it until after Christmas because I watch it constantly. I love that movie. And again, a lot of great Christmas music in it.
Yeah.
Jim Belushi's in it. Another dwarf guy's in it that's been in a lot of things. A whole cast of people are in this thing.
Yeah.
Jingle All the Way is in my top 5. So we'll go down the countdown. So you give me a movie. Let's talk about something you know.
Die Hard.
Die Hard?
Yes, number 1 on my list.
That's not a Christmas movie.
Yes, it is. Oh, it is.
No, it's not.
It is. It was, yes.
It was filmed.
On
the
Christmas.
movie took place on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, so it's a Christmas
movie.
movie.
You're talking about the Yippee-Ki-Yay movie?
Yeah. You don't think that's a Christmas movie?
Oh, that's what Thomas Galvin, another great fan of the show, sent me a Christmas card, and it had him. I understand the card now.
Yeah.
It's him crawling through something that had like a lighter, like an air. He was an air duct or something.
That's a big controversy.
Is it? I know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Die Hard in years. The second Die Hard was also during the holiday season, took place at an airport. Did you remember that one? It was Hans Gruber was not in it because he died in the first
one. Is that where his brother
Yes, the blonde-haired brother was trying to get revenge.
Okay.
Which was actually the guy that was in the first movie as one of the sidekick bad guys.
That's right, yeah.
Yep. Oh, Star Trek connection. He played an agent from Section 31 in Deep Space Nine episode.
Oh, okay.
Yep, sure did. So there you go. Everything leads back to Star Trek, just like Kevin Bacon.
That's right.
So Die Hard. Give me, do they play Christmas music in it?
Yeah, they're at a Christmas party.
That's right. And his wife's trapped with the bad guy, and he's trying to rescue him. And I think what turned me off that movie was him running across glass with bare feet.
The monks do it.
Huh?
The monks do it.
Yeah, but they're not Bruce Willis, though. So monks are not Bruce Willis.
I agree. I'd say Bruce Willis is better than monks. Right?
Randy, when have you ever seen a monk run over broken glass with bare feet? Where do you hang out? What are you watching? I don't know. I think
that's fire. I think they run over fire.
They lay on beds of nails.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh,
but yeah, okay, I'll give it to you.
And of course, the Chevy Chase movie is my favorite.
The Chevy Chase, Grinch that stole Christmas.
Oh yeah, great movie.
I prefer the animated Grinch over the Jim Carrey Grinch.
You do?
I do.
Oh my goodness!
I'll give you another bit of trivia. The cartoon, the animated one, which we're watching tonight. Jim Carrey's okay in my book. I liked him in Pet Detective, and I liked all those movies. I liked what else? Liar Liar. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah.
And he did a good job as the Grinch, but they put really too much. I think they took a 30-minute animated cartoon and made it into like a 2-hour movie, and they had to put a lot of stuff in there about background and all that stuff. And I thought it was great because Whoville, which is on a snowflake,
right?
A world on a snowflake. The Grinch is their Bigfoot. You know that, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I thought that was really kind of cool.
About the Jim Carrey
one and the animated one.
Oh,
because
okay.
the movie filled in gaps that the animated kids cartoon did not do. But I like the animated one because Bela Lugosi from old school horror movies, Frankenstein and all that, does the voice of the Grinch.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't sing the song in it. He was very adamant. I've seen interviews with him, but he does all the talking and stuff. And you have your Max headband on today, I see. So
yeah,
you're
I see
my
that.
Max. So does that make me the Grinch?
Yeah, it does. You're always the Grinch.
You're a mean one.
But I love the Jim Carrey.
Sci-fi Sean.
I love the Jim Carrey one.
It is good. I get over the Faith Hill song, which they don't play till the end of the movie, but the little Whoville, Susie Lou Who sings it. Where are you, Christmas? Where have you gone?
That's very good. That's very good.
Not. I'm terrible. Lori can sing it. You should hear Lori nail that song. Yes, I love the animated series over the movie.
Yeah.
It's the same story, but they add more stuff to it.
Right.
Why the Grinch became the Grinch. He wasn't really a who. You know that, right? He came from another land.
Well, in the Jim Carrey movie, they don't really show that, do they?
Yeah, they do. Remember, they said that they went to the 3 little old ladies.
Oh, that's
that
right.
raised him, the 2 little old ladies, and they said there was a wind that came out of nowhere and blew. All the little babies were coming down from the storks, and they had the little parachutes. And he came by and kicked the other one out of the way, and he landed on the doorstep of the house that was having the key party. They were having like a swapper kind of party, and they left him out in the cold, and that messed his mind up. Anyhow, great movies.
Yeah.
Another kids movie, which is not, it's an animated movie, but it's not a cartoon. It's stop motion animation. Do you like those movies?
Yeah, some of them.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We have the another Christmas movie that involves a Bigfoot.
There we go. Yeah.
Where is Robinson when we need him?
I know it.
Did you get a hold of him?
Not yet.
He wants to take you on that hunt.
I know.
We're gonna have him back on the show. Our Bigfoot hunter, the Legend Tripper. But he's a big Bigfoot enthusiast. So that's 2 Christmas movies, iconic Christmas movies, that have a Yeti, a Sasquatch, or a Bigfoot, or an abominable snowman.
That's right.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
What is that? I mean, so that tells me that Bigfoot lore, if you will, story, myth, whatever, legend, has been going on for hundreds of years, yes, but even in kids' cartoons.
Yeah.
Rudolph was born, the red-nosed reindeer, who had a very shiny nose.
Right.
And if you ever saw it, you'd even say it would glow. So a lady did Rudolph's voice in the original animated, which they've never remade that. If they remade Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer to a live action, who do you think would voice Rudolph? Who would you want to voice Rudolph?
Does it have to be
an actor, an actress?
An actor?
Yeah.
I have no clue.
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, there you go.
Wouldn't that be great?
That would
like
be
put a little Deadpool spin on it because he did the Pikachu, Detective Pikachu or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you guys a trivia question, and I'm gonna pose it to Randy, and if you can shout it out or whatever, or put it on our Facebook page, you will not win anything, but still it would be fun. Who were the parents of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? It was another one of Santa's reindeer. Was the dad?
Oh, it was Dasher. I don't know. Who was it? I've never known.
Donner.
Really?
Donner was Rudolph's dad.
Oh, how'd you find that out?
It's in the movie.
It is?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I was watching. I get Lori little things for the 12 Days of Christmas, and we never owned the Rudolph animated series on the DVDs. Put a DVD over my face. So we watched it 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, holy snikes. Donner
is the dad.
Was Rudolph's dad.
And how many times have you seen that before?
Hundreds of times. But as an adult, not that many.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Donner? That's really cool.
It is.
So, kids, cover your
Vixen
ears.
Mom?
No, Vixen is a boy. All of Santa's reindeer are male.
I know. It's just messing.
Vince Vixen was in Motley Crue, though.
Why do the kids need to cover their ears?
Oh, reindeer have sex.
What?
It's proof in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Because Rudolph was born to Donner, one of Santa's 8 tiny reindeer. So then the bad guy comes, and he's over the whole thing. And Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was created by the J.C. Penney Company.
Right, yes.
As a marketing ploy to sell a toy that was a reindeer that had a light for its nose. Honest to God, this is the truth. I'm not making this up. So it was a marketing ploy for children. So, and another thing that's very unusual, and if you watch any of these older style Christmas movies, like we've named Rudolph, and we'll talk about Frosty the Snowman next and all that, but Grinch, they had messages that are not PC nowadays because Rudolph was special.
That's right.
He was
picked on, he was
bullied, and he was special because he had a disability, according to the other reindeer,
right.
Which turned around at the end that Santa was hating on Rudolph in that movie.
He was.
Santa was hating on Rudolph. And they try to hide his nose and all that stuff. And then what does Santa do when Santa's in a pinch? He calls up effing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer to guide his sleigh that night because it's foggy.
Yeah.
If I was Rudolph, I would have told Santa to stick that coal up his ass until it became a diamond. Because that's not right, kids. Santa loves everyone, and he hated on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Just remember that. Moving on, because I digress. Another great family classic, which I have not watched, and I bought it for Lori for one of her 12 Days of Christmas present, Frosty the Original Snowman.
Oh.
Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose, and a carrot was his nose.
I thought you were going to say he was somewhere else.
That was the whole point. Jimmy Durante did that theme song.
That's right.
Frosty. He always has that throaty sound. Frosty was another abused Christmas person because he was a slave.
And
they made him out of snow.
Right, yeah.
And a magic hat, which came from a magician.
Yeah.
Blew and landed on his head and turned him because the magician didn't think the hat was magical, but the rabbit in it did think it was magical.
Right.
And
I haven't seen that in years.
And he melted at the end. That makes Lori cry, so she's not.
Did she cry during the KFC commercial?
Is there a KFC commercial?
Yeah, where he brings the hot chicken snowman with his face, and he melts because the chicken's so hot.
No.
He's delivering it.
Is it Frosty?
Yeah, it's Frosty with the KFC guy's face on it.
Oh, is it really? That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Frosty's another great kid movie. I'm holding off for what I think is one of the best Christmas movies ever made. Give me another one.
No, that's it. We need to get to that because we're...
we're running out. Oh, yes, we're pushing it. Real quick, we're going to close out with what I think has been a staple for me as a child all the way up until now is The Christmas Story.
The Christmas Story.
The kid, Ralphie, gets the BB gun.
Yeah.
There is so much adult humor in that.
It is.
It's a dark Christmas story. It was based on a bunch of short stories. It was not a long story. Those were all pieced together.
Oh, really?
Yep. And it's all about him getting a Red Ryder BB gun for Christmas because that's what every kid of that time frame wanted. So that's it. We're going to wrap it up. Top 5 favorites.
You can't end without talking about the dad getting the leg lamp.
The leg lamp, of course, the leg lamp. It was fragile. It was French for fragile. It opens up. It's this leg lamp. The wife got jealous of it because it had these silky fishnet pantyhose, and it had kind of like a little bit of a woman's butt sticking out of it.
Right.
I own one. And Ralphie was all into it, and the wife accidentally broke it.
Yeah.
And that was that storyline. The Bumpus hounds, the hound dogs that lived next door. I had a dog that looked like that. I named Bumpus. I was really into it. So I'm gonna rank my Christmas movies in order real quick. We're pushing a little bit, but it's Christmas. Enjoy it. It's a special. Holiday specials are supposed to go a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I want you to do. The Talking Sci-Fi holiday special and have like snow coming down.
There you go.
I want you to do that opening up, which you've probably already seen by now. The Santa Claus, number 1.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah.
Followed very, very closely by A Christmas Vacation, Chevy Chase.
Oh, okay. That's
okay.
Good start. Yeah.
I'm going to go with A Christmas Story with Ralphie and the BB gun.
Yeah, good one.
Jingle All the Way, I highly recommend. And topped out, tied with Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and the animated Grinch. I'll bundle them into the last 5. Let me hear yours.
Die Hard, Die Hard, Die Hard, Family Vacation, and the Grinch.
It's not Family Vacation. You want the live action
Christmas
Grinch.
Vacation. Yeah, I love this Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
I'm not a big Jim Carrey fan, but he has a movie out called Yes Man. I recommend everybody watch it.
I've heard about it. Is it like Liar Liar?
It is. It is so funny. He goes to a convention because he's down on his dumps and he can't say no to anything. It is hilarious.
I gotta find that.
Yep, it's one of his best movies ever.
The Andy Kaufman story is another good one. It's a little depressing, but I thought Jim Carrey did his best work in that. Anyway, we want to wish you and your family, your friends,
a Merry Christmas.
A very Merry Christmas. We've really enjoyed entertaining you for the last year, 2 years.
That's just a year and
a couple months.
4 months.
It's been a rough year. We made it through it. We hope we got at least a smile or a giggle out of you guys. Ken Heaven Ridge, I want to say Merry Christmas to you and your family. You're a big viewer as well. Marie Wilmont, thank you. I know you view our show. John Harrison, we got to see you yesterday. I'm glad you're doing better with what you have going on with the comic book store. With he has some medical issues going on, and I loved seeing him yesterday. And of course, Curtis, Spidey, Matthew Pfeiffer, we love you, man. I hope you're not freezing your butt off up in Pennsylvania. Who else are we missing? Romney Valentine. Romeo. I always forget his name. Romeo, where art thou? He'll be doing a Christmas parade tonight in our neighborhood. Anime Car of the Worlds. Anyone else that we've forgotten? LaForest, we love you, buddy. Ashley and your kids, I love you guys. I know I make fun of you all year long, and I'm going to continue making fun of you and your husband. But Merry Christmas. We love y'all. My wife, Lori. Who else? Kitty, my dog. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah.
High five, buddy. Merry Christmas, Randee. I love you.
Love you too, bro.
Jingle bells all the way. We'll see you next time on This is Talking Sci-Fi, the Christmas special. See you next time.